Hi, I'm Daniela and this is Jocelyn. Thanks for coming to our channel.
In this video, we're going to share our week 26 pregnancy update. First, we'll talk about where babies are developmentally, and then we'll check in with mom. Week 26 of pregnancy, your babies will be about 2 pounds and 14 inches long. An exciting new milestone this week is that the baby's eyes start to open. This helps the retina form. The baby's brain activity is also kicking up a notch, so not only are they able to hear sounds, they're also able to respond to them. And the way they respond is either through an increased pulse or sometimes movement. Another important thing to note about week 26 of pregnancy is for singleton, this is when things start to get a little cramped. For our triplets, they've probably been a little cramped for the past few weeks now. So that's what's happening with babies developmentally. Now let's check in with mom. How are you feeling this week?
I would say the past 2 weeks I've been feeling a lot more fatigue than I thought I would. Ever since the shower, I feel like I've been having a harder time bouncing back and getting back on my feet. My feet have been extremely swollen. Physically, I feel okay. I'm just tired. My feet are swollen. And then the regular old symptoms that just persist, like the numbness and the pelvic pain. But for the most part, after the workday is over, it's very difficult for me to find the energy to do anything else.
We're getting closer to that third trimester where things start to get a little more difficult. So we're enjoying the last little bit of this golden hour, as they call it in the second trimester.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any pregnancy cravings when it comes to food?
No, I still only want sweet things, but not cakes and candies. I want fruit. If I want an ice pop, it's gonna be one of those fruit pops. Nothing artificial or synthetic. I don't know why. I really just have to really force myself to eat the amount that I need to eat each day. Around week 27, you're going to be super extra cautious, making sure that we don't have any preeclampsia, preterm labor, any cervical shortening. I should be paying pretty close attention to my symptoms, making sure I don't feel any cramping or potential contractions. I'm really hoping that I get to keep them in there at least another 8 to 10 weeks to grow, although it is feeling a little cramped for me too, just as much as them. As an added precaution, at the beginning of week 26, I did have to go for a 3-hour glucose test. This is a test given for gestational diabetes, and I know we've all heard the dreaded stories about it. I'll break it down for you. I don't think it was as terrible as people describe. When you first get to the lab, they give you a drink. It's 4 or 8 ounces. It's a small bottle, and it's a highly concentrated glucose drink. I got orange every time I went, orange flavor. I mean, it tastes terrible. It's really sweet, but you have 5 minutes to drink it. As soon as you're done drinking it, you tell the lab technician the time, and then they start the timer. And for the 1-hour glucose test, you just get your blood drawn again in 1 hour. And for the 3-hour test, you get it done every hour for 3 hours. So I finished my drink at 7:30 a.m. and then at 8:30 I got a blood draw, 9:30 I got a blood draw, 10:30 I got a blood draw, and then I was done.
They do this to monitor how well your body is absorbing and digesting that blood sugar, right?
Yeah. And they're going to monitor the trends in your glucose levels to make sure that you don't spike and that your body can handle the amount of glucose that you're giving it. The hardest part for me is once you drink the drink, it's really sweet and you kind of makes you feel a little queasy and you want some water to wash it down, but you can't eat or drink anything because that may skew the test. So I couldn't drink any water, and I just kind of had to ride it out, but wasn't terrible. I did go to my car and take naps in between the blood draws, and then I would wake up feeling super thirsty. At one point I put water in my mouth and just rinsed and spit to help with that, but otherwise the test went pretty smooth and I was pretty confident that it would all go well, and it did. My test results came back normal. No diabetes for me as of right now.
So that's what's happening with us for week 26. Tune in next week where we share more about week 27.
See you soon.